Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So we got a chronograph. I will now be able to actually speed test my guns. A lot of you know I finally got back into pellet guns again in the last, since last summer actually, and I've bought a few more since and more on the way, and among other goodies for this stuff. So I thought, well, some people have been asking me about actual Chrony speeds instead of the pellet squish test gauge of speed, and we'll find out how close I was. But anyway, so I checked out different Chronies, and I found this one by Caldwell, and there are a number of people that have it, and it has some features in it that the other style Chrony that I had before, a long time ago, which is on my channel somewhere, this got extra features it didn't have. You now have availability to connect your device through it, be it your iPhone or iPad and whatever. I think it's Android and Apple. We'll read the, Android and Apple. So you can do a whole lot of stuff on this. You can put in your gun type, your average speeds, standard deviations, minimum maximums, your spread, all kinds of information. I really doubt I'll get into using the app, but you never know, I might try it, and just to see how good that app actually works for response time and everything. The Chrony is calibrated within plus or minus 0.25% accuracy, which is actually pretty good. Very simple operation on this thing. They say meters per second, feet per second, from 0 to 9,999 feet per second. So I don't even know if there's a bullet that goes that fast. But anyways, we'll just continue on and we'll pull this out of the box. And I got this on Amazon for a decent price. I thought, well, hey, that's pretty good. And there wasn't too many places that actually had any Chronies in stock. Because originally I was going to go after the same version as I had before. They do offer this in a kit too, by the way, where it comes with light diffusers. So you've got a set of diffusers that have built-in LED lights, and I thought, well, you know, for the extra expense just to get a cheesy tripod, because everybody says the tripod is kind of garbage. We do have a carry package, which is good, carry bag. I thought, well, I don't need all that. I've got tripods already kicking around here, and but I do actually need something. And I found some lights that I can actually get on Amazon that are going to work for the diffusers really well. Because even on my last Chrony, I've had a couple of them, of course, the old all-metal style that flipped open, and I've had them with an actual proper lighting kit, and I've had them with just using LED lights. And LED lights work just fine too, so for indoor. So we get a massive long 25-foot cable with this thing, and this is what's going to attach from the chronograph to your phone or tablet, okay, be it an iOS or an Android device, if you want to use that feature, and it just plugs into the side here. There's a USB port on the side, which we'll have to check the instructions for. I think from what I heard on the videos, that is something for the factory. It's nothing to do with us, per se, but we do have some basic care and instructions here. They show both the kit version and the regular version here. So the only advantage you get over the kit is you still get one set of diffusers, but they have built-in LEDs. And then you would get like an external box to run your LEDs on off of batteries. Or you can go power supply, it's your choice. And you get a tripod. And of course your connection cable for the two lights. And it's kind of like, well, that's kind of cool, but I couldn't justify all that extra money for it. I thought, that's crazy, for that much extra for that. And like I said, everybody says the tripod is pretty junky, so it's like, you should have a decent tripod at least for a Chrony. I mean, this is sensitive equipment too. Anyways, so let's take a look behind the battery door. Oh, that's hard to get off. I think we'll leave it off for a minute and we'll put a battery in it. So we've got room for one battery plus a secondary backup battery. So this way, if you're out and about and your battery pukes, you can have a spare in there ready to go. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to install the secondary. Tripod mount, of course. It's plastic construction, nothing wrong with that. So sensors are actually down really good. So the sensors are actually well protected in this. So we've got our posts here that just slide off of here. One goes there. One goes here. I'm kind of working one-handed, guys. As you can tell, I got a bit of a wounded arm. I just went through a procedure at the hospital, and I'm going to have to wait for a bit before that's going to be healed up that I can do any shooting. But so give me about a week and I'll be back to my normal self again, apparently. And we'll definitely get to some shooting with this thing and Chrony our guns and see how they're actually all doing. So let's see if we can put these diffusers on here. So one goes in like so. The other one like this. That's it. So my first impressions of this thing is I like the diffusers. The other Chrony style, if you remember them, I'm sure a lot of you do if you still have one, it was like separate pieces that you had to kind of fold a puzzle together with and click them together, and they were okay, but they were more of a fragile item in that sense. You had to be a little bit more careful. This is all one piece, which is also a lot nicer because then there's no light kind of breakup pattern in the middle where that divisional area of the pieces are, although it did make it a lot more compact, that's for sure. This works pretty good. So we got a nice big display on there too. On the side, your power on is going to be either FPS or MPS, or in the middle it's off. So it's very simple basic operation, which is kind of cool. I really like that. That's alright. And taking this thing back apart, pretty simple stuff. This is a little tricky doing this with one hand because I can't push my hand very much. So I really like the looks of this so far. I've seen a number of videos on this, and it seems to be really accurate as far as, you know, you don't get too many errors happening, which is good. I'm not gonna. Can I get that off? Okay, I'm gonna have to. Actually, I can't do it that way. There we go. Get off there. Wiggle, wiggle. It's got to come off eventually. Alright, let's just do this. There. A little tricky. I gotta really be careful with the hand. I'm trying, guys, I'm trying. Anyhow, so we got it apart again. Easier once my hand's healed up. But anyways, I think that my first impression so far of this thing is I like how things are put together. I really like the fact you have storage in these. That's great, so it keeps all your pieces together. They're nice and wide. The plastic is flexible, so it's not, you know, you have to be careful, but you don't have to be like really super delicate. Because if you remember those Chrony brand Chronies, they're very narrow too, you know, which is another reason why I think you would get a lot of errors, because even I used to get a lot of errors, and I think it's because they were so narrow for the width of the diffusers. These are much wider, so your pellet has a much better chance of skimming across even the sensor and being tracked better, so I think that's a good idea. Maybe that's something the other company should think about with their Chrony. Actually, I don't even know who made that other Chrony. If it was the same company or what, I just know it was called Chrony. But anyways, they need to fix that either way on the older style. So that's cool, and we got a nice storage bag. That's awesome. I will get batteries and put them in and then put all this back together later. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about price because prices change all the time. But I think it was like $130 some is what I paid for this thing, which isn't bad. I figured, well, that's better than paying like more money, you know. I like the style of it too. It's very sleek, you know. And like I said, I've got a tripod, so that's not a problem. But yeah, that's cool. You know, I really like it, and I like the screen too. It's got like this really nice shade sticking out for, you know, sun and stuff. So that's kind of neat. So we'll see how it works. So come back in about, you know, about a week, you know, and we'll pick a nice day and we'll do some testing. I will try out the program because I'm kind of curious. I will at least give it a try and see. I do have an iPad and an iPhone, so no big deal. And we'll try that out. And then we'll, at that time, that'll be kind of like test day. And then I'll just do a separate review video altogether and what I really think about this after I've also, you know, put a lot of rounds across it with different guns, different calibers, and see how well it tracks them and the different types of pellets I'm using and, you know, what kind of errors I get, if any, you know, type of thing. And I got to order some lights for it for indoor because I want to set it up for some indoor stuff as well, type of deal. So anyways, that's what I got for you guys today. So do check these out. I hear they are really good. But like I said, I've got my own opinion too that I will develop as well for you guys. And there you go. So, not warranty against misuse, abuse, or commercial use. Limited warranty. So, there you go. If you have a problem with this product, do not return it to the store where you purchased it, which in my case would be Amazon. Call customer service at... Okay, so there you go. And they have a picture on here too of what the kit looks like if you were using the kit for it being assembled. So you can either buy the kit if you want to spend the extra, you know, I mean, the LED lights that I found that are going to work with this thing, it's only going to cost me like $20 some and they're rechargeable, you know, it's just a matter of how I'm going to attach them on, but you know, no big deal either way. Anyhow, thanks again guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the little unboxing video of this. And do stay tuned because, like I said, we'll be doing some shooting, testing it out. This thing works apparently for compound bows, crossbows, sporting rifles, regular rifles, pistols, paintball. And, well, if it works for crossbows and compound, it should work for any bow, really. You know, download the app for free. Record, store, and export. It's kind of cool, you know, that they have all that extra stuff you can plug into this thing. Even your temperature and... They even got barometric pressure on this thing. It's crazy. That's pretty neat. So we'll definitely get more into this soon. So, hey, there you go. See ya.